Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So as you see behind me, 3 packages arrived today. The packages are for my brother. He bought a new 3D printer. He bought the Bambu Lab P1 series and he bought the closed one. You will see me now unpacking it, then I activate it and I will do the first test print. Be part of it, stay tuned, have fun. Let me start with the accessories. So we have, as I said, 3 boxes. And the one is the printer, the one is the EMS, which is an additional pack, a system, an additional material supplier. There you can put 4 different colors of filament in it and can print in 4 different colors. So, and this box is the accessories. It's not written, nothing written there. It's from Bambu Lab. So let's see what is in here. So there are 3 packages of filament and we have some wires, I assume. So this is the power supply with European standard plug. Then we have the filament buffer. The filament goes through it, it recognizes if the filament ends and it will automatically stop the print. Then here we have the CAN bus cable, the 4-pin, and the 4-pin goes up to the EMS. There should be a 6-pin as well to connect the buffer. So let's see what we have here. Hose connectors. Then we have filament black. And black. And I assume another black. No. Yellow brown. Beige. Then we have the second carton, which is the EMS 2 Pro. The 2 Pro has is different to the EMS 1. The difference is it has a heater built in, which will heat your filament. Means it keeps your filament dry. So we gently lift it out as far as we can. Remove this cover, put it gently down. Remove the second cover. Yes. Then we have some tapes here and the same tapes on this side. But the opening is here, so it's fine. Okay. Then we have a quick start guide up here, additionally packed in biodegradable bag. Then we have some protection. And inside we have connection hoses. Here are, okay, here's another foam to protect the inlets. These are the feeders which will feed it through. Here the spools are coming in, feed in here, and these ones are replacement hoses for down there. And this one is the 6-pin connector, which then connects the buffer to here. Then here's written, remove the tape and the outer packaging. So let's remove. Yep. So to see this better again, here comes the spool in, then here goes the filament in. You can see the gears in here, or maybe better from up, and then it feeds it in here. And in here it then pulls the three which are not used back, the one which is used is fed in, and then goes out through the back and goes into the printer. So, and last but not least, the printer itself. Open it at the top. Don't make your blade too long, you don't want to cut into the printer. This is how it looks from up. Extra protection here. Then we remove the tape from this side. Remove the tape from this side. Then I can remove foam 1, foam 2, air bubbles. And now comes the biggest job, I have to lift it out. The box itself is now empty. There are still cushions inside, carton, but that's it. Then we can open here. Yeah, I'll just tear it open. Then on top we have again a quick start guide. And with the quick start guide also come stickers in different size. Next thing to do is to remove these tapes. Here is the glass cover hidden under. Turn it around. Get the glass cover out. It will be like this. Then get this carton out. Inside here is the accessory pack. The accessory pack with the display, some tools, a bracket for the back, bracket for the front, an extra heater, a filament and an extra hose again, and more wires. So we unpack this as well. So yeah, we have a filament with green, another power wire, disclaimer and safety guide for the printer. Then we have the monitor and remote. A bracket, an extra connection hose, and Here we have screws. Each one is marked. There's some grease, a new heater or heat through unit. We put this by side. Then, so next we use the cutter to cut the cable ties here. Here was something, nope, nothing written on it, just a red marking. Then we can remove the carton from the print head. Here in the back is still a cover. Here is a tape we can remove. Then we shift this by side again. We have this, and here's another one. Here's the clock components. Okay, to build your own clock as a first project maybe. So from up, we did everything so far. So I put the lid back on. No, not all yet. There was something else. This I missed. We don't need this here.
Okay.
So we can put the lid back. There's one more tape here. Okay, yeah, but I think I have to remove it. There's a memory card inside. I will have to clean that. Cold swappable, not hot swappable. Then we can remove, no, first we remove this tape. On both sides. Now we can open the glass door and pull the cover off. If it's motivated enough to get off. Okay. Then inside the printer we still have some foam parts under the bed. So first we have here at the back and here at the front transportation bolts which have to be removed. One. I think it's easier like this. Two. Then we have one more here at the back. Okay, this way now I should be able to lift this up. Or do I have to drive it up? Sorry, it's adjusted. So that means the next step to do is to fix the monitor. There we have this connector here, which now goes inside here in the back of the monitor. Like this. And then take care that the wire is fit well. And then I shouldn't put it upside down.
So.
And shift the monitor to this side. This way the monitor is mounted correctly. Then
we can
put this lid back again. And then I will connect. Now I will connect the power supply. Or let me connect all the parts first. So this one comes here. So I have to find the correct screws for it. This is for hot end. Spool holder. This one I don't know yet. Extruder.
Scraper.
This is for the holder. We have to use, here is already one screw here, this one, and here comes the second one, so it goes here. So I have to open this and fit the second one here. Spool holder here, but that one would only be for the spool holder here at the back, which we actually don't need since we have this up here. So I will leave this in. So as you've seen, this bolt has to come out to fix the spool holder, but we are okay. My GoPro just overheated. Another reason why I changed to DJI as my camera. So we put this here. Then this one comes here. There are two screws here which are tight. This one says for hot end. The buffer comes here. There is a way to work without the buffer directly in here, but since we have the buffer, let's use the buffer. So then we can remove this and this. Then we go in here. Even though that's a little bit long. Since I never did this before at this machine, let me check. Yes, it goes from here into here, but this is way too long. Let's see if we can, or how we can remove it. Usually these are the connectors, so you press in to open them, like this. You have it locked like this, you press it together, you can pull it out. Should be the same here. So, yeah. Then we make it shorter, because everything which is too long will just cause problems. Plugged. Then the next goes from here back in here. So in order to do that, we connect one connector here. This is too short. So with this in the buffer in the middle, yeah. And then we can cut it here. And connect it here. So we have this assembly. Now, first, the 4-pin cable goes from here to here. The 6-pin cable goes from here to control this up here. So okay, and then up here. Maybe I patch it up a little bit. And then there is in and out, so you put it on the inside. Let me just wrap it up here. So should be okay. Maybe we go behind the hose. Good. Next thing to do is now to connect the power supply. We have two power supplies. One is this transformer brick, which goes up here, which is purely for the EMS. And then we have a direct cold connector here. Cold device connector, which is the same one which also goes in here. So we have here the power cord for the printer itself. Here. Then the power supply for up here. And then we can switch on here. Something is moving, something is making noise. Let me turn the printer around. So here we have light everywhere. Before use, please make sure you have read the user manual carefully. Next, before use, you have removed the screws fixed to the hotbed. Yes, we removed the 3 screws inside. Okay. So select your region, Europe. Then scan the QR code. It connects me to the Apple Store. So I'm in the app. Now I have to see how to set it up. 3D printer. Then here, devices, connect with printer. I set up the password and everything, and now I can go on devices and connect printer. Switch on Bluetooth. I'm telling it to connect. It's telling me to connect with Bluetooth, and as soon as it shows a code here, I should accept. So far nothing. It says as soon as the Bluetooth connection shows up here, you should accept and check, and also accept on the phone. In the meanwhile, I get the spools unpacked and put them in. It's glued in here. So you just drop them here. Okay, does that automatically. That's nice. If you look here, there's a small button. You press front. That's how you get the filament in. So I will show you now. Unpack the next spool. This is Galaxy Gray. Not like I thought before, it's black. In the light you can see that it's shiny with small stars on it as well. So we put the spool in. Let me see. Then press it back and it pulls in automatically. Okay. Then we have a second one of Galaxy Gray, but that I put by side for now. And then we have what I said before, brown or yellow, which is actually called PLA wood. So I put this next to the green as well, put in, and it pulls in automatically. And then I still have a spool from another brand, which is the same size, which is black. So I will put this in instead of a second time Galaxy Gray, because I just assume that my brother doesn't want to print 2 times the same color. So now let's try again. We put it in here, press back, it goes in. Now it does adjustments front and back. Next one, front and back. Next one, front and back. Okay, so I guess all of them are adjusted. Still looking for the Bluetooth. Which nothing is going. Let's try again. Now, yeah, connect. Let me just believe it was an iPhone problem, not a printer problem. Now it says to look for network, for Wi-Fi network. Then I choose my Wi-Fi password. I enter the password for my Wi-Fi. Connecting. Okay. So it said now that there is a connection issue between the printer and my phone, and he will try the connection again. Now it said the network is normal, please try again. So I don't know what it means. Oh, okay, I have to choose another network. Oh, it worked. Finally, let's run the self-test to check the status of your printer. Start. One thing we still have to do is exactly drive up. So let's go down a little bit with the camera. So I can remove these parts here. Okay. Now let me go a little bit closer with you guys. It still says self-testing here. So it's driving the bed completely up. Before, the bed was a little bit shaking. When I tried to go closer with you, it actually ended already. Now it's shaking again. I hope you can see that. That was a little bit too late. So it's touching the upper limit. Okay. Now the print head is jumping up and down inside. The whole box is vibrating. Yes. The print head is vibrating. It seems like it's looking for its own resonancy frequency. Yes, the thing is still vibrating. Let me put you back on the tripod. That's all part of the self-testing. That's some weird high frequencies. New firmware is available. Do you want to update now? And yes, we want. It will update over the air from 1.051 to 1.8. Yes. Let me see if I can put you steady here somewhere. In the meanwhile, so the updating switched kind of everything off. Also here it stopped blinking. And the fan is back on. %. 99%. Rebooting. The firmware was successfully updated. Confirm. That we can do later. So, what I would like to do now is print. Okay, here in the app now it shows green, that brown. This one he doesn't know because it's from a different provider. And then we have Galaxy. So what I would like to do is now to do a test print. And now I see videos how to load the filaments. So let me see. I go on models. I have 28 days free. And now I check for models. So somewhere should be a Benji. So these are test prints you can download. And I would just like to have a Benji. Benji 1. That I would like. So this is Benji Bench Junior. So a normal Benji with a tiny Benji on the back. And this I want to try now. Please choose which printer you have. So we have the P1S. Okay. Then it says you can choose which one you want. Yes, I want that. Okay. The texture plate, yes, is there. Okay, I want EMS, yes. Then I want the, let's do this one, and this is black. minimum temperature and maximum temperature. I have to check what's written on it. 190 to 220. So I adjust it here as well, if I can. Generic PLA 190 to 240, yes, it's okay. Then we choose this one with the acknowledge and Zeitraffer. Actually, it's asking me again to do a software update, but I won't. Where we stopped is, it asks if I want to use, how do you call it in English? Time lapse. And apparently there's a camera in here, which I didn't see yet, which would film how the print process is going. It says to get the beta print, you should deactivate it. So we deactivate it, and then I say start print. It is sending the print to the machine now. Here we cancel the update first. The light inside went on. It's slicing, downloading something. 24, 63%, 90%, 99%. So let's see what it does now. It says here part 0 of 72 done so far. So I'll bring you a little bit down that you can see in. So I put this in the meanwhile here. Let me on the flashlight. And zoom a little bit in for you. Then we will see what's going on. So on the phone I use for the remote, it says 0%, 0 of over 172 and 59 minutes to go. Here on the screen I don't see anything so far. Okay, fun is coming on. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more for you. So now you can see here, there is the outlet for the filament. So the head goes there and drops off the filament, which then comes out at the back. Let me use the other camera to show you what I mean. So here is the outlet then. So when the print head is cleaning out one color and filling the next color, it will come out here. Here you see on the pipe that the black filament is filled. It's going on here inside already and is inside the printer. So at the moment he is cleaning his print head. I know that from the other printer we have. Some shaking going on. Now he tips the plate to find the exact zero. Self-leveling. Then he does it for that corner, this corner as well, again the corner. does 36 points. Yes, you have to adjust again. I'm not sure if the printer does that on every single print. That this is done before every single print, or if it's just the very first one we are doing now, to do the first adjustment. The phone says it's at 9% now, doesn't really say what it's doing. And the last row. Does all the vibration tests again, which it did before. Okay, now it's done, it starts to print. That was just two straight lines to clean the nozzle. And now the actual print starts. We are at 10% and 55 minutes to go. Let me use the other camera again, because here you can actually see in here what the print head is doing. It's exactly the lamp overhead. Better. What I like on this printer now is that you can see each time he goes to a different point, he actually drives the plate down, goes to the next point and drives the plate up. The other printer we had before didn't do that. Adjust the camera a little bit. Now the fan switches onto it. Let me remove the microphone here. See how quiet it is when I close it. Yes, it is a lot quieter than when it's open. This printer definitely has faster movements than the printer we had before. Let me get you a little bit higher. For the fill-in here, this printer is really crazy fast. The outer layers go slow. So I will pause the video fast and then come back in a few minutes. So we are 20 minutes, 25 minutes in, 20 minutes to go. The little bench is done and the big one is printing. So I will be back in, let's say, 15 minutes or so. So, according to the remote, we are 7 minutes down. As you can see, we're almost done here. The small one is completely done. The big one is just doing now the roof and then the towers. I'm pretty sure these few minutes we can spend together. Here on the remote I see that it tells me that the resonance frequency of the y-axis is loose, is too small, so the belt has to be tightened. Most likely it's loose. That's what it's saying here. And it gives me a link to go to the Bambu wiki, which I will do then as soon as this print is done. And we have 6 minutes to go. Here at the back you can see the buffer walking. It is not feeding filament permanently, but here is a sensor in which measures where the slider is, and so it goes back and now it feeds and then it waits again. Feed and wait again. So that's what the buffer is for, that we don't have to permanently feed, because if you will permanently feed, it will go all and impact the hose now in the long run. I hope you heard me now because I didn't take the microphone to the back, but I hope, yeah. Up here you see with the light on which of the filaments is working. So we are using number 3, the black one. We are 93%, 4 minutes to go. 95%, 2 minutes to go. So, last part of the chimney to print. It shows on the phone 98%, less than 1 minute to go. Now it's pulling back the filament out of the system, and it brings down the table, and that was it. Let me try and break it out. This is the little benchy. And this one is the big one. So let's remove. Doesn't want to come out completely. Let me help with the plier. Okay. So here is big benchy. Then the small benchy goes in here, and we have benchy family. Otherwise it's smooth, it's nice. I like it, looks great. Definitely better than the printer we have before. Even this tiny one looks nice. So yeah. So that was the unpacking and the first test of this nice printer, the Bambu Lab P1S, with the AMS2, which is the feeder for extra filaments. It was easy to assemble, it was easy to set up, and the outcome is so far really nice. I don't see anything to complain yet. That's it. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching that long. And in a little bit advertisement for myself, there's a way to support my channel. I would like to buy things like this as well and present it to you and test it. This is my brother's own. Me, myself, financially not that big. So if you support me, if you want to support me, there's a way that you can subscribe to my channel and buy a membership. The membership is €4.99 a month. You can cancel it anytime, and it's mostly to support me financially. What you get is you see videos like this a week earlier than other people. You see my shorts earlier than other people. And don't get me wrong, if you don't subscribe, you will still, or if you don't support me, you will still see all the videos anyway, so it's not like you won't see those. But I will start to make behind the scenes videos, which will be solely for the members which pay. So it's up to you. I would love to get some support. Otherwise, feel free to watch all my videos, enjoy them. And again, thank you for joining in. See you next time. Bye bye.